Did you party last night? Do you wanna forget? Did you party last night? And now you regret? Well, Andrew's in the house and he wants to get your party story. Did you party last night and you woke up today? Did you party last night and you got something to say? Well, Andrew's in the house and he wants to get your party story. Party story. Party story. Party story. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me, Andrew Youngblood, with another edition of Party Stories with Andrew Youngblood. I've got a great guest today. We're sitting back and we're drinking some Indian whiskey that a good friend of mine, comic, very funny person, Zaya Devji, gave to me, and it's awful. So don't drink Indian whiskey is what I'll tell everyone. McDowell's. My guest today is a good friend of mine, a great comic, and just an overall wonderful dude.
Thank you.
My friend Zach Dickson. Say hi.
Hi, guys. What's up, gang? Listen,
I always think it's funny when when I'm like, hey, and I'm saying hi to nobody. Like, yeah, someone's going to listen, but right now there's nobody.
Yeah, and I'm watching you do it.
Yeah, it's goofy.
It's weird.
It is.
Podcasting is weird.
It is. I also think I changed my voice for
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah.
Like, hey, kids.
You did it. Well, I mean, there's like the thing of you want to be a professional, and being a professional means just sounding fucking stupid.
Yeah, it sounds stupid. I think I'm getting it done right.
There you go.
Making it work.
There we go.
We're having McDowell's Irish
Indian.
luxury reserve whiskey.
Ugh.
Also, there's no E in this whiskey.
What?
Is that normal?
No, absolutely
For
not.
sure? Look,
This is for sure. This is so illegal. I want to go on record. This is illegally embezzled whiskey to this country. If this was
I don't
good,
know if he was supposed to bring it over. Is that
for
are you not?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, it is.
Especially given the taste. The fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's 75 degree proof. I don't know. It doesn't say, but I think they do stuff different. 42.8%.
I'll say they do stuff different. Fucking
Duty
hell.
paid to the Delhi government. All right.
Wait, have you seen Coming to America?
No, I've never seen that movie that everyone's seen. Yes, of course.
What was the name
Have you
of
ever
that fucking restaurant?
heard of television before?
All right. I take your
McDowell's.
point. It was
It
McDowell's.
was McDowell's.
Okay, so
Well, this is also McDowell's.
that's literally how they came up with it.
No
They're
way.
like, we need a Scottish sounding name in India. We don't know.
It's not even a bourbon. I don't think. It feels like more of a Scotch.
Do you know the difference between Scotch?
Yeah,
and
one is
whiskey?
awful tasting and one is delicious.
I feel like Scotch tastes like shit.
Yes, but it's also people drink Scotch out of like in a glass with just ice and they sip it like, oh,
They're fucking
it's
assholes.
disgusting.
They go like this. They go, oh, it's really peaty. I go, what do you mean? Like peat moss. It tastes like peat moss, and that's
Why
a
do you
fucking
know what peat
selling
moss
point.
tastes
That's a selling point for them. Like, oh no, it's great. It's super peaty.
Yeah, why do you sip on it? Well, I can only handle a little bit of the taste at a time.
Yeah, why are you
That's why
doing
they
this to
sip
yourself?
on it.
It doesn't taste good. If
It's
it tasted
awful.
good, there would be fucking Scotch flavored, like candies.
Yeah, it's not great. This reminds me of Black Velvet. You remember Black Velvet?
No,
Ugh.
but
It was
given
a
the
Canadian
taste,
whiskey.
folks, do this. Go to India, get yourself a bottle of McDowell's.
It'll be worth it.
It'll
for the
be
story.
worth it. It tastes like a little bit of a sambuca.
You know what? Pause the podcast right now.
Pause the podcast.
Wait a little bit. Go to India.
16-hour
back.
flight.
With McDowell's, and then when you listen to this podcast, when we take a shot, you can also take a shot and enjoy the full 3D experience.
Oh, dude, my face
They don't
when I
It's
took the
not
shot
good. It's
made
so
a
bad.
different. I made a different face than I think I've ever made in my life. It was
It wasn't
anger.
a good. You watching you take the shot made it me have a hard time take the shot because I was scared.
Yeah, dude.
It was,
And I wasn't lying, right? I wasn't hamming it up at all. I was fucking pissed.
You hammed it up a little bit.
A bit.
You got to ham it up, man. Oh, this is fun. I used to have a podcast with this guy.
2 podcasts, in
Well-
theory.
Well, we did one podcast.
We did one. One episode of one podcast.
And we never edited it.
And it was fucking 4 hours long.
Yeah, we had never done a podcast before.
Nope.
And
we were only kind of good friends at that time too.
Yeah, but we were having a good time.
Oh,
it was,
dude, it was great.
It was bench drinking. That's what it was called. We talked about sports, and we drank a bottle of whiskey with a guest.
Yep.
And our guest was a goofy fucking dude.
Facts.
And we talked about pro wrestling for like hours or something.
Yeah.
And by the end of the podcast, it was just mumbling, and I couldn't tell anyone's point, and we were just yelling all over each other.
We finished that bottle. We finished the bottle very fast.
I spent an hour and a half editing that episode
dude,
to get it down to 3 hours.
Yeah, dude. It was like 4.5 hours, bro. It was.
One day it would be funny to release that if I had it
Yeah, if
somewhere.
you still have it.
I don't know if I do.
If one of us dies, that'd be good to put out.
That
but
would be
not
good.
while we're alive, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we did anything too bad on it besides just yell at each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
And do you remember we had this? We had, and I probably shouldn't, there's a comic on the scene. His name is Scotty. I'm not going to say too much else. But we had a segment planned that was going to be Scotty's key bump locks of the week. And he was going to
but never happened.
Yeah. Well, we only did one episode.
Yeah.
He was going to come in and he was going to do key bumps and then give you betting picks. That's pretty punk rock, dude.
Pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
I don't endorse any of that.
I don't either. Yeah.
But hey, to each their own. People can do what they want. That's what I always say. Oh man, it's been a week. How's you're in town in Houston doing some shows?
Yep.
Which is great. I'd say promote them, but this will be out much later.
Yep.
So there's no reason. But you're doing the Houston circuit. You're doing that's what I call it.
Hey,
yeah, that's a
right.
thing.
Yeah.
I like
it really is though.
Now it is.
Yeah.
We have like the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, for sure, dude.
We've got a circuit. It goes all the way around. Really, you can do every day a week now. That's what's great about Houston nowadays.
Yeah.
Is that you can do a show,
good show.
Yes, or at least a great mic.
Yeah.
On any day of the week.
Right.
Which is nice, and that's not something we are used to yet.
No.
We're all still happy about it.
And I moved away from that.
To San Antonio, where I can't imagine you ever do comedy.
Oh, fuck.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I go at least once a week. Or no, that's bullshit. I try to do once a week.
Oh, me and you are on the same page right now.
Yeah, dude. It's super depressing. It's just like
when you coming home?
I don't know. Well, I can't the reason I moved, I'm not gonna get into this because it's very boring, but like I had to move out there to help my brother run a company.
The canned soup.
It's a canned soup corporation.
Called Canned Soup.
Yeah, his name is Campbell. My brother's name is Campbell, and he's 255 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, and he started a
Good
canned
genes.
soup. These jeans? All right. No, so I have to be out there to help him run the company for a little bit longer, and then I can move back.
That's pretty cool. And then you're going to start doing comedy again, maybe. I don't know.
I still do.
You still run a monthly show here at the Secret Group.
I do, yeah.
12K.
Yeah. But there's
which
nothing.
is
There's
a
nothing
fun
stand
show.
up about it, though, right?
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I had a pretty awful time at it.
Yeah.
I spent time writing raps for this.
Yes.
And it just did not go well.
Well, it's supposed to be a two-way street.
Yeah.
Both parties.
It was weird because I felt like I was being mean and aggressive with my raps because I thought I was gonna be battling.
It's
somebody.
a battle rap show.
I was ready. I watched 8 Mile a lot. I watched the bloopers of 8 Mile. You ever
man.
watched the bloopers of like the behind the scenes of the rapping? Oh, there was a lot of so the way they did that scene is it wasn't all planned. They recorded like actual rap battles, right?
Okay.
During the making of it, and they
between
would film
Eminem and those
Eminem
actors?
and other people, just all sorts of people. Yeah, it was
Those
Eminem.
poor
No,
actors.
Eminem and actual rappers and stuff like
okay,
that.
yeah.
And so they would do that, and then I think they just used the best. But there's like, if you go on YouTube, you can look it up, and there's another dozen times he's rapping against other people, or it's like other people rapping in that same basement, like with things being filmed.
Really?
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I watched a
Yeah.
lot of that, stole all their raps. And I
Oh, really?
brought it-
Oh, that's why you kept calling yourself B Rabbit all night. I was like, what the fuck is up with it? All right, so I feel like we should explain. The show is
no explaining shows here.
all right.
I'm kidding.
No, you're
explain
right.
it. Go ahead. Let's explain it.
No, it's just a rap battle show. So we do, but it's comics rap battling each other because nobody wants to hear rappers rap battle each other anymore. I feel like that's dead, and like it's like a meme now almost. It'd be like, yo,
Yeah.
let me tell you about you, fam.
Yeah. Plus, they say a lot of cuss words.
Yeah, and that's the number one rule of 12,000 Degrees of the Secret Group is we do not allow
No
profanity
cussing.
at all, and that includes the GD word.
Gosh darn it.
Mm-hmm. This whiskey sucks, dude.
Did you pour another shot of this?
No, I won't.
Do
no
it.
way.
Come on. Don't be a loser.
All right, well, you do it too, and I want some Diet
I
Coke.
already did. You
That's
gotta
the
fill
deal.
it up to this second line.
Oh,
That's how
mamma
it
mia.
works. You get some Diet Coke. All right. I'll cut this part out. All
No,
right.
no, I want people to hear the McDowell's liquor review, and then you can get a sponsorship.
By McDowell's. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
We have great sponsors on this show.
Do you have sponsors?
Well, yes.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Really?
I got some sponsors.
I got sponsors.
We take commercial breaks.
but they only work if you guess them.
We take commercial breaks. We're actually going to take one right now,
Okay.
and then we'll be right back right after the message from this sponsor.
What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon Clemens from Dead Dialect Podcast Network and Dead Dialect Podcast. Just here to remind you to subscribe to all of our shows, including Party Stories with Andrew Youngblood, which is the one you listen to right now. And, of course, Dumb as Hell, Dead Dialect Podcast, and many more to come. Do your part. We're doing ours. It's been fun. We love you, and we want to continue to love you in a completely normal way. So help us do that, and we'll be here for you. All right, back to the show.
All right, guys, we're back with Zach Dickson, and we're going to start getting into what this podcast is all about. Partying, growing up. We know what it's about. You listen. But we're not talking about just any kind of party. We're not talking about drinking or doing drugs. It can be any form of that. You can do that. We can talk about just coming into your own. If you want, we could talk about.
is that a euphemism for masturbation?
No, it does sound
Coming
like
into
it.
your own?
No, it's a coming of age tale.
Is there? Is that?
I always think that's such a funny thing when you
Yeah.
describe a movie. Oh, it's a coming of age tale. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's just how time works. So you
Yeah.
started at the beginning of a
Yeah.
life, and you.
Unless I
Ugh.
guess it's like over one day, maybe over a year. It's like, oh well, this is maybe coming of age tale. I think it means like his life or their life changes throughout the movie. It's
Yeah,
just,
but that's-
right. That's it, right? That's all it
every
means.
movie.
Well, not every movie is like that.
I mean, you ever see The Exorcist? That
Oh,
little
yeah.
girl got thrown for a fucking loop. I'll tell
Was
you
it
what.
Kellyanne or Kayleigh-Ann?
I don't even know, but she
Oh.
wasn't expecting that, and
She's
that
in the
really
TV.
ruined her week.
Right? Didn't she get put in the TV?
No, you're talking about the
What am I talking about?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Yes.
Yeah, with
I'm
that
talking,
creepy
yes.
ass lady
Yeah.
who looked like the woman who murdered Selena.
Yeah. I just realized. I don't know. Movie people probably get weird, annoyed by me because I don't know movies that well. And I'm just like, yeah, I remember that.
I
the
thought you
TV.
just referred to celebrities as movie people.
Oh yeah, movie people. You know the movie people. I have a lot of movie people friends.
Dude, I fucking hate going. The last movie I saw in theaters was The Hangover 2. I cannot stand going to the movies.
I like
really
going
hate
to the movies
it. I really
sometimes.
fucking hate
I
it.
got the
dude.
movie pass and then I got rid of it because I did not do it enough.
It sucks.
I didn't
dude.
do
I don't
movie
like
pass
it.
enough.
It
It's
bums
hard
me
to
out.
do. I get how they make their money because I did 7 months of movie pass and went to 2 movies. One of the movies I went to, they said I couldn't use my movie pass because it was too good of a movie. And then I paid for the movie,
Oh,
and
damn.
that's when I was like, I'm getting rid
Dude,
of this
but
movie.
here's the thing. It's like
Pass.
the NCAA. I'm not gonna go off on a tangent, but it like basically they're showing the movie anyway, and they're just saying we're gonna let you sit down and watch it.
Yes. And
So
it's
that's
like, well, also people buy popcorn and all that shit. So
Yeah.
movie theaters make money. But there are people, I have friends that go all the time with it. I just didn't. I was like, oh, I can go to a movie whenever I want. It's free. And then that's when I just didn't ever go.
I feel like I get bored in a movie.
In a movie?
Yeah.
No, sometimes. depends. If it's a good movie, you don't. Sometimes I get anxious in movies now.
Like
Or
a scary
I have
movie?
crazy. No, just any. I was getting anxious during Avengers, the new Avengers.
Shut up.
I wasn't scared. I was just getting anxious. There was a lot of movement. There's a lot
Have
of
you
stuff
not
going
seen
on.
that movie? All right, so look, I have not seen a superhero movie in a long time, but I feel like I know. Can I try to guess the plot of that movie?
You must have seen memes, but yes, let's hear it.
No,
All
I'm
right,
just
let's
saying.
hear it.
Here's how every
Zach Dickson's
superhero-
take on Avengers,
on literally any
the
superhero
new
movie.
Avengers Infinity War.
So it's
Give us the plot.
it's a big bad guy out there, right? And they need to join forces to beat him. At first, everybody doesn't want to join. They're like, oh, I kind of do my own thing. Something happens, and then they unite and then beat him in the end. That's every one of those
Very
movies.
close, but not.
What do you mean?
This is what happens, right?
Spoilers.
You got the big guy. His name's Thanos. Huge bad guy. Huge.
Like
Biggest-
physically built?
Like, yes.
Like an
and
outside
also just like the
linebacker.
biggest bad guy ever existed. Like the king of bad guys in a Marvel
But what, is
universe.
he a person? He has like a wrinkly chin. Is he like an alien or what?
I think he's an alien.
He's an
from
animal?
a different place. He's wild, dude. He's wild, right? And so he, super bad guy, gets super powerful by getting all these super stone powers, right?
Ugh.
I know. Everyone at
Ugh.
the beginning is all in about stopping this guy. No one doesn't want to stop him. Even the bad guys from the old movies want to stop this guy. Like
What's the old movies?
well, for Thor, right? His brother was the bad guy, right? Remember
Thor's brother?
Thor's brother
don't-
was a bad guy in a movie, and in this movie, he even tries to stop
Thanos.
And Thanos fucked Thor's family up. He killed Thor's entire family, his brother, like everything.
How
about
does he
Thor.
kill people?
He rips out fucking Thor's eye.
That's badass. I'm on
Thor's
board with
got
that.
Thor has one eye now.
You know what I hate, dude? I hate when people do they put their fist and then like the wind from the fist is what hurts people.
Well, that's not. This guy just has all sorts of crazy
He just
powers.
like beats people
He can
up.
control time and fucking everything. Like he's almost unstoppable. That being said, everyone gets together to fight this guy. It's coming down to a giant battle at the end, and Thanos wins.
Oh, he won. The bad
And-
guy wins.
Yeah,
did say
that's what that
spoiler
meme.
alert.
That meme about that meme.
With the putting on the ring and melting
well, you know
away.
everyone. You know the meme of everyone turning into a bunch of squares. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're talking
That's
about
what
the,
this
you're talking
is.
about the straight edge movement. Everybody turning into a bunch of squares by not doing. All right,
All right.
all right.
But Thanos has a pretty good idea in his head though. Like I get he's doing it. He's a bad guy, but this is his thing: is the world is overpopulated, right? The world, everything's.
Oh, so he's on some Bill Burr shit.
He's like, well, his thing is the universe is overpopulated and people can't survive.
I mean,
As is
facts,
for
though.
extended amount of time. So what he wants to do is he wants to get all these stones for this glove, and when he has all the stones for the glove, he can do this one thing that kills 50% of the people at random in the universe. And he wants it to be at
All
random. He doesn't want it to be just the people who have money or anything. He wants to random
I'm
people,
on board with okay.
right?
All
So
right.
he's doing it for the
All
good
right.
of the world, but he's also just killing everybody. And so he does that. So it's kind of interesting because
That is interesting.
because if you think about that, you're like, oh well. I mean, if someone was doing that now, that would be awful in real life.
that's and the understatement of the week goes to Andrew Youngblood.
would be
If somebody was
awful.
killing 50%,
Yeah.
if somebody was killing 50% of people, that would be awful.
It would be awful.
I don't.
But in the
disagree.
movie, for a second, you're kind of like, well, it makes a little bit of sense.
yeah, for sure. That's
He's
something
trying to
that
save
people
the
talk about.
rest of the world,
Yeah. Here's my thing.
or well, not the world, the rest of the universe.
Oh, so it's like other. Oh, it's
Yeah, it's
see,
everything
when
at
you start
this
getting out
point.
into outer fucking space and
Well,
shit.
you know,
I
it's
don't-
not a real movie. It's not.
I know. Yeah, that's my big
Yeah.
problem. I'm not good at. I can't
It's
play
not
pretend.
nonfiction.
Here, how about this, Marvel? Put Ray Lewis as a goddamn supervillain, and I'll watch it. Put Kimbo Slice. What if they had a supervillain who was just Kimbo Slice, just fist fighting people?
Did he die?
Yeah, rest in peace.
R.I.P. That guy. He sucked.
What do you mean? At what?
He kind of sucked.
At what do you mean? Like, well, he tried to cash in with the UFC shit.
Yeah, he wasn't good at that. Anyways,
That's fine.
let's get to this podcast. This is a problem
I'm
with
sorry.
you. This is the problem with you that you
It
have.
is.
It's been 593 bars. I don't know how many seconds that is. I haven't been
Bars.
able to figure it out.
Bars.
But I think it's been a good amount.
I'm
of
sorry,
seconds.
dude. Yeah.
So we got to move on to the actual podcast
Okay.
because otherwise we'll be here all night. I can't be here all night. Try to do this in 1 hour and get the fuck out.
Is it 1 hour? All right.
I'm trying. We're already 30 minutes in. I'm sure.
All right.
Maybe 50.
Rest in peace, Kimbo.
It's
Let's
almost
go.
done.
All right.
That was the podcast, everybody.
Welcome back to the Rest in Peace Kimbo Slice podcast, where all we do is remember Kimbo Slice.
But let's
and
talk
9/11.
about where you grew up and your first introduction to any kind of partying it could be.
Well,
Were you were in musicals,
first-
maybe. I don't know.
What?
You look like you were a musical man.
Your perception of me is all fucked up. By
I'm
the
just
way,
kidding.
for the record,
I
no.
know you aren't nearly gay enough for musicals.
No, it's not that. I'm very gay. I'm very gay. But I do want to say this. It's been bothering me. I talked to you on the phone the other day. I go, how tall do you think I am?
5'3",
5'8".
5'8".
That's ridiculous. I think everybody thinks I'm short, and I have a problem with that. So I wanted to address it here on the very public
I get
podcast.
that. I will say it's based off of the fact that, congratulations, first off, you lost like 100 pounds now.
Thank you. Yeah,
You look great.
125.
You look great.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
You
yeah.
look great. But I think it's because you were wide. So having
That's a good way to put it.
having
That's
the-
a very delicate
having
way
the width
to say
makes
fat
you
as
look
fuck.
shorter.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I was wearing like big long jerseys and shit as
True.
well.
Yeah.
That
You're wearing
didn't help.
dress size jerseys.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
moo. Yeah, I imagine now you wear those moo-moos. Zach, if you go to Zach's
Oh,
house, he watches and sleeps in his old jerseys. That's it. No pants underneath.
Oh man.
That makes it easier.
Oh god.
Is
Yeah.
that-
So all right. So first parties, like the first real deal parties I went to, were in the Woodlands.
Oh,
Where I
man,
went to high school.
Texas boy. Oh, Woodlands.
Yeah, that's where I ended up going to College Park High School,
Mm.
in the Woodlands, Texas, which was it was all right. I mean, nobody talks to each other anymore. We had our 10-year
Why would
anniversary.
you?
Yeah, well, that's true. But we had our 10-year anniversary, or what is it called? Reunion.
Yeah.
And
Nope, 10-year anniversary. You've been married to all of these people.
I would take that, though. There were some really beautiful women. But, like, the interest was so low, they just canceled it. They canceled our
Yeah.
10-year reunion.
I wouldn't want to go.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll tell you this, is I think I didn't go to mine. Also, I'm not even sure if I got an invite. but
Where'd you go to high school?
Upstate New York.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't go anyway.
I would have.
No, you would. You just said you wouldn't. You don't
Maybe,
care about these people.
I would only go there because I'm doing
As a
well.
bit.
I'm doing well. and I wasn't like I was kind of a fuck off.
Yeah.
A bit.
Oh, I've seen pictures.
And
yeah.
not only was I a fuck off, but also I got teased a bit by like literally like it's literally like a stupid comic book to the point where like I was a little punk rock kid in my brain, more emo,
More
you know,
emo, yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
but playing guitar and playing in the sad band, and I literally went to a party where a football player chased me with an axe. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So an
It made
attempted
no
murder
sense.
happened
Yeah. And everyone just let it
at
go.
a house party. Have you told this story on the
Yeah.
podcast?
No. but
Let's go-
That's pretty
let's
much
go
it.
into
That's
that.
pretty much it. We're
No.
all hanging
What'd you
out.
do?
Nothing.
Bullshit.
He was just an asshole.
So
he would
he
get
picked
hopped
up
up.
an-
I know the guy. He would just get hopped up off of fucking Ritalin and Tussin. I know. That's what he would do.
Wait. Tussin, like, as in, like, robo-tripping or Tussin X as in
Robo
drank?
tripping.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And then this other kid would do it in like groups, and I remember we were all hanging out, and they would do it, and they would start talking in this dumbass language. I know, a dumb fake language that they made up, and there was a lot of grunts and stupid bullshit. And I would sit there
What?
and pick on them because because they were fucking idiots. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
what
And
the fuck?
they would be like, ooh, ooh. They would always go like that, and then they'd be like, you this. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It was so stupid.
Ew.
It was so dumb. And one thing led to another. I wouldn't join. Like, I partaked in doing some of the same drugs and stuff back then.
What kind of drugs?
I had robo-tripped and stuff in high school. You know, right?
It's not even a drug, though, right?
But
It's just
here's the thing,
fucking
though.
stupid.
They would all act so crazy, and I would just be like, I'm fucked up. But what? No, I'm not a fucking robot now.
Yeah.
I'm not this, you fucking weirdos.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, oh, you not us? Oh, we smash. Like,
Ew,
that's
ew,
what it
ew,
was.
ew,
And then I would just
ew,
fucking run from them. Oh, I remember the
Oh,
night.
gross.
It was so stupid, but that's what it was. And so it's literally like it was a small town, so we definitely had our like football player clique. We had our like preppy people clique. We had our like punk rock like
scene, emo.
scene kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which in that group, I was pretty popular and very like that was a really cool group of people, and I love them all. So I don't really have anything bad to say about them. But we weren't like we were still getting fucked with all the time.
Yeah.
You know. So that was that. But we're talking about
I'm
you.
sorry, yeah. Well, you brought up a fucking
Yes.
axe chase.
It was an
I
axe
d- you don't-
chase.
you
That's it.
don't
He
not
chased me around.
explore.
He never caught me. If he would have caught me,
He
wouldn't
wasn't trying
have
to
done
catch you.
anything.
You should have made
He
him
was
catch
just
you.
trying to scare me. Yeah, I was too scared.
That would have
at the
been
time.
funny, though. Like,
When in high school, I was always too scared to stand up for myself.
what are you talking about? You fought all the time. You fought Bam Margera, as I would like to point out on this podcast.
I think it's been brought up before. I don't know for sure, but I think it has.
I love to tell that story.
But I hate it. Anyways.
Great. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
So for people that don't know me, I am a very, would you say hip hoppy white
Hip-hop,
kid?
you don't stop.
The term that would have been
The bang
used.
bang boogie to boogity beep.
Don't stop. Finish it.
Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat.
Woo! All right, good.
You keep going. It's your turn. buddy.
It's just
It's
me,
me.
my friends, Wonder Mike. We're gonna try to move your feet.
Yeah, Zach to the
All right, fair enough. So, like, I'm like a pretty hip hoppy white kid. The term that would have been used before everybody was woke is what I'd like to call the W word,
Yeah,
which is, would you like to say it, please?
I don't think I can.
Yeah, right. It's great. That's the best thing that happened to me about being woke is people can't call me a wigger anymore.
I saw that status.
It's the greatest
That's all
thing.
you're saying.
Oh,
It
dude.
is good.
But
I definitely would have called you that when I was young.
oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But so like I went to school in the
is
Woodlands.
that's? I don't want to talk about this too much, but I am curious. Is that's not really a bad word?
it
Is
for
it?
sure is.
I almost think it's insulting to say that is. Though.
It's like if you,
know
saw,
what I'm saying?
if
Like
you saw,
to say that that's on the same level as
no,
the word
but
that I would never say.
but
you
the
know,
word like the way the word is built.
is built off of that word.
So it's like if you called a black guy and you said, "Hey, you're an N-word," and you said N-word,
yes.
like not the word, but you said N-word.
Yeah, that's not good. You
Yeah,
don't say that.
you said it.
You would never. Yeah.
So
why
it's
would
the
you say
same
that?
as the W word.
Except for you have not gone through anything.
Oh, of course
horrible.
not. But but
So-
it's not offensive to me. It's
Yeah.
offensive to
Okay,
the-
I see.
the-
I see what you're saying.
how the word was built.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That even blew my mind back then. I was like, you guys are getting away with this
I
right
do
now.
in my head. I do like the idea of someone calling you that word, or someone calling someone who's into hip hop, like a white kid into hip hop, and he's like, "Yo, that's my word. You can't say
Oh,
that."
dude. If I would have had the foresight then to use that. Normally, it used to piss me off because it was just so
Mhm.
it was just people just being like just straight up disrespectful. Just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to say something to hurt your feelings right now.
Oh.
So I would get mad at that. But it wasn't like, how dare you take that from my people? Like, what if I got all indignant? But no, so I went to high school in the Woodlands, which, if you don't know, is very rich, very white. I used to park.
Were you very rich and white?
No,
Just the
very
white
white.
part.
Yeah, just the white part. But I used to park my 89 Crown Vic
Nice.
next to a Lexus, and I swear to God, like two parking spaces down was a Hummer. Right? So like that was the vibe, and they kind of embraced me. They called me the shoe guy because I would match my shoes to my outfit,
Oh, that's funny.
and they were just like, "Wow!" Like, "Oh, look, I have you in my phone as the shoe
I would've
guy."
hated you. I think.
What do you mean? I was cool. I was charismatic.
I don't know. I was young, and I don't think I would have liked that.
that I matched.
Yeah, you matched. You probably had red shoes and red jeans.
No,
You had red
dude.
jeans, didn't you?
Oh God.
I don't
No,
know.
it's always very subtle.
So you grew up in the Woodlands, and what was partying like in the Woodlands back then?
One of the first parties I went to, I pulled up and I was wearing. I remember the outfit. I was wearing a LRG shirt, a gray shirt, and a gray New York Mets fitted, cocked on the side. And we pulled up to this house party, and one of the neighbors called the cops on me before we even got to the party. So just
You
like
look
that's
trouble. That Crown Vic.
yeah, well, yeah. I don't even think they saw the car. They just saw me walking down the street, sagging my pants.
Oh, probably so low.
Yeah, so low, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. So they called the cops.
Was it so low that you didn't know your actual pant size? You're like, it don't matter. It doesn't-
Yeah, like around my waist. Well, I would
Yeah.
try pants on sagged, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Like I would put pants on and sag them to try them
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Right under the ass cheeks. Up until like 3 years ago, too.
Hey, that's
Yeah, it's
all
growth,
right.
homies.
That's all right.
That's
I don't
gross.
know. I still I sagged my pants when I was young too. That was a New York thing. We all just did.
But you wear girl pants.
I wear tight jeans and I sagged them.
Has
Is
this
that
been
weird?
exposed on the podcast?
No, I haven't. I do
It's
wear
not
girl
even
jeans.
exposed. You own it.
I'm a large woman.
You're very strong.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Size 16. I was a size 20 at one point.
You're a plus size
I am
model.
I am a plus size model.
There you go.
I've always thought that. I'm a
yeah.
handsome boy.
Yeah. Those of you on the listening right now, pause the podcast. Look up Andrew
Give me a
Youngblood.
Google. Quick
Give
Google.
him a Google.
Quick Google.
Please tweet him what you think is wrong about him
Oh,
in his face.
there's not much.
There's not much.
I got a great beard. It's a little gray.
What about the nose? You know
What's
what's wrong
with
with
the
that?
nose?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm
It's
just
a
saying,
small nose.
I'm just saying for the people
I
out
got
there.
a button
they wanna-
nose. Have you seen
they
these
wanna-
eyes? Most people don't see my nose because they look into my eyes.
They are icy blue eyes. Mamma mia. No, so one time in the Woodlands, I was at a party, and I will say that I did used
You
to
don't like
sell-
my nose.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just asked you how you felt about the nose.
I felt good until right now.
You're good with it? You're okay with it?
I felt really good
That's
with it.
good. Good for you.
Good
Very,
nose.
Yeah.
It's a good nose.
There you go.
You
Good.
went like Jerry Seinfeld. Like, that's good.
It's a good nose. What are you going to do? It's a good nose.
that can go into the file under worst impressions of all time.
Will you do it again, please, for the
Well,
record?
you also did a bad one.
All right.
It was just bad one after bad one.
Yeah.
It's a good nose.
Whoa, dude. Yeah, we're not good. So one time in the Woodlands, is at this house party. This girl named Kaylee, of course. Of course.
Classic Kaylee.
Oh, dude. Of course. It was a very nice neighborhood. And I, at the time, I used to sell a lot of weed when it was
Whoa.
back when it was illegal.
All right,
It's
boys,
over-
come in and get them.
No, it's over 7 years.
Case has been open for a long time.
Yeah, back when it was illegal to do so. Now it's just like whatever.
Still illegal.
Yeah, barely. Anyway,
You'd be surprised.
so like I remember I thought I was a big shot. I rolled up to this party and I had like an ounce of some Reggie, which is like retail $40.
Yeah.
But I still was just like, look, this is for the party, guys. Let's do this. And I was just on the back porch all night, just listening to music, just rolling blunts.
Not getting high.
No, I was getting high also, but yeah, just rolling. Like I thought I was the
just,
coolest.
You can't get high off that Reggie.
Dude, I was fucking. For the most of my high school, I really felt like I wanted to feel like I was living in a music video. Like most things I would do, like I wouldn't even like them. It's just because I wanted to seem cool, right? I feel like that's a lot of people. That's very common. So I was just out there, just rolling blunts, giving them out to people and shit, having a good time. It was a successful party. Everything ends. Slept at my homeboy Carlos's house, and I got a call the next day from my mom, who said her friends, my mom's friends, live right behind Kaylee, and they watched me, what they thought was me, all night, rolling up blunts and smoking them. And so my mom was like, look, we got something to talk about.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Got caught.
Yeah. It was pretty brutal, but that's not even, so
Well,
that was
let's
awful.
let's get to that part. What happened?
I remember getting that call, waking up, and I was just like, that feeling, dude,
Yeah.
just being in trouble is the worst. Still to this day. Like
I got caught once.
smoking weed
Well, kind of. I got
by
out
your
of
mom's.
it. Yeah, I got out of it. This
How?
is kind of fucked up.
By the way, you didn't get out of it. She just let you slide.
Nope. I got out of it.
She knew what was
This
up.
is what happened, and I'll
Okay.
tell you. This is how I know I got out of it. As I was young, first of all, it was my mom's weed. My mom had weed hidden under her bed.
Okay.
I did not know that, but I was snooping around my mom's room. And I found a bag of weed with like a corn cob pipe,
Oh my
and
god.
I stole it. I was like, fuck it. It's weed. What you going to do? Come at me with, like, you steal my weed?
like the same rationale of robbing drug dealers. Like
Yes,
what are they gonna do? Call
which
the cops?
is
But
a
it's your
solid
fucking-
plan.
It's your mom.
So this is what happens: is I go and I smoke it, and it had been there a while. I don't think my mom had smoked it in a long time.
Okay.
I think she did it a little bit and then never did it again. And then she finds out that it's gone like a week later or something like that. And I get a call. My mom lived in the top floor. I lived in the basement. My mom didn't walk around well, so whenever she wanted me, she would whistle like a fucking loud whistle and stomp on the
Whoa.
ceiling. It was like boom, boom, boom. I still can't. She does
Oh
like
my
the grass
God.
blade whistling
Yeah,
where it's
yeah,
so
yeah,
loud.
yeah.
Like, and I
Dude,
I
that's
remember
fucking
living in the
terrifying.
basement, and like the basement roof was painted, but it was like old paint. And so when she would stomp,
Oh,
like
no.
sometimes a little chip would
Chip?
fall down.
Oh
It would
my
fall
God.
down. And my friends would always pick on me whenever my mom called me, even for like dinner. She'd be like, "Dinner's ready!" Boom, boom.
Whoa.
Goofy, right? But so she calls me up there, and she goes, "Hey, I need to talk to you about something." I go, "What do you want to talk about?" And she goes, I, and she was like stuttering, kind of like not wanting to tell me. She goes, "Did you take anything from my room?" I go, "What do you mean?" And I obviously know exactly what she's talking
yeah,
about.
dude.
And she's like, "Well, I."
What if you were just like, yeah, I took
You
some
know,
weed, but
so she had fibromyalgia, which is a disease.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
it's kind of like a pain.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
pain in your joints a lot.
yeah.
And so her friend was like, "You should try weed to do it," and that's actually something that they do now for it, right?
No.
And so she's like, "I tried it. I didn't like it. I just tried it one time, and I put it under the bed. Did you take it?" And I go, "No. Why? What? Weed? No. Why?"
Oh my
yeah,
god.
totally stupid, right? And then she goes, "Do you know what would happen to it? Do you think you don't think your sister would like smoke weed?" I go, "Maybe."
Oh,
And
you
I
piece of
totally
shit.
blame my sister, who probably never
Oh,
had
you
in her
fucking
entire life.
asshole.
And to this day, I think I've told my mom since as an adult.
She knew, dude.
No. My sister got in trouble. So,
No.
so she did not know.
Oh my god. Why did
My-
she believe you?
I have no idea. My sister didn't do anything besides sit and read books. So maybe she was like, maybe my mom didn't know
Oh, no.
anything besides like, this is like, I don't know. I don't think she knew enough about weed. So maybe she's like, all right, looked up like weed side effects. It was like, they don't do anything. They're quiet
it's
and
like
stuff
the
like that. And they're like,
typical,
that's
like-
totally, because I wasn't quiet and I did stuff all the time. I was high when I did.
Oh my god. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's why I
Let
never got
me
caught.
finish that story. Okay, so this is like on a Saturday that I got in trouble, right? So I had to come home, and then just I can't remember what happened, but I got in a lot of trouble, and then comes around for school on Monday, and I put on the same shorts I wore to the party. I didn't even think about it, right? Put on the same shorts, go to school, told everybody what happened. They're like, "Oh fuck, dude, it's fucked up, dude." And then there was the drug dog there that day, and I went up. I was like, "Watch, I'm gonna pet the drug dog. Watch, it'll be funny." So I went up, I pet the drug dog, right, and walked away. Nothing happened. 7th period, I put my hand in my pocket, and I have all the leftover weed from
Yeah.
the party.
It's so bad that
Just
the drug
jammed.
dog did not.
No, well, that I found out they only sniff when told.
Gotcha.
They don't just walk around sniffing the world,
Gotcha.
right? So yeah, I could have got fucked. Oh, and then because they were cargo shorts, of course. So I put my hand in my pocket. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I pulled it out, and a whole bunch of shake fell on my English class's floor. And I was like, "Fuck!" I pet the dog. The teacher's up there talking right now. Then my homeboy Brian saw. He's like, "Oh shit!" And we just spread it around. Like, you know how if you don't want to eat your peas at dinner, you just spread them around your plate.
Yeah,
That's what I did with weed shake
that's funny.
in English class
That's
at the
hilarious.
Woodlands College Park High School.
Yeah, that's funny. Also bad.
Yeah,
Gotta
that was
be
crazy,
careful.
dude. Yeah.
I have a story where I once had marijuana on me. Not much, just a little bit. I was younger. I worked for AT&T at the time. And there's this guy who's always getting in trouble for doing drugs on the job. Yeah. Like, he would smoke weed. He ultimately got fired for doing meth. Had
Hell
to
yeah,
had to let him
dude.
go. Had to let him go. I was his boss at the time.
You fired the meth guy?
Yep. I had to let him go. And
Did he ask why?
he knew.
Why?
No, he was like, I know. I was like, well, that's it. So I was a pretty cool boss. And, I didn't care that people smoked weed as long as they didn't do it at work and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
Well, so I had a little bit in my wallet, and he comes in, and I smell him, right? And I'm like, this is weed. I was like, you
Right.
smell like weed. And I was like, I've already told you once, man, you can't be smoking weed on the job. Come to my office. So I'm yelling at him. I'm like, hey, man, stop doing this. You got to stop smoking weed. You can't do that at work. And he's like, I swear to God, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm like, dude, I can smell it. I'm not
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Right? And then I was like, this is your last warning. Chewed him out. I was like, go out there, do your fucking job. I don't want to hear another thing out of you. And then I sit in my office. I'm by myself. I'm like, man, it still smells like weed in here. And I realized that the smell was coming from my
Shut the
office,
fuck
my
up.
wallet the whole time. Oh, yeah.
This is great. You really are a piece of garbage.
I wasn't great. I was not great.
Oh,
whatever.
fuck.
It's going to be legal soon. It's almost
Yeah,
legal
dude,
everywhere.
it's legal.
I think it's okay. I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything wrong with marijuana.
Do you smoke still? You smoke?
I'm on a break right now. I don't do it.
Me too, dude. Yeah.
There's no reason for me to do it.
Me
I
neither.
don't,
Yeah.
I don't like it enough. I like to do it on vacation. I only do it where I go when I'm in a place where it's 100% illegal. I don't wanna break
100%
laws.
legal.
Yeah. I
So
don't-
like
I got
LA
kids.
or Denver.
I got kids. I
Yeah.
don't break laws
It's the-
anymore.
Hey.
That's
Did you
it.
hear
get
that,
Kids and
feds?
you don't break
For the
laws.
record.
You don't break laws when you have kids.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the rule. That's
I
once
don't
you
like
do
smoking anymore, man.
it. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, plus I'm old. I get paranoid. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
too important to my life to be
yeah.
high. I play a crucial role in my life.
Plus, I don't want to melt into the couch.
That's
Like
true.
that lady.
Yeah.
I don't
want to
be. I don't want to be hanging out with Zach and being like, Zach used to be a lot of fun. Now he just kind of sits there.
Oh man, those are great commercials.
Those were great commercials. I loved them. Remember
Hilarious.
the little kid who got hit in the
So
drive-thru?
good, dude. So
That was
funny,
sad.
bro.
And then there was like, I don't know. There's some good ones. The dog. Remember the dog is like, I miss my best friend.
Oh my
She's
god.
like, what the fuck?
Here's
the
the
dog
thing,
just talked to me.
all those commercials, 100% of those commercials are appealing to like middle-aged white women.
They're the goofiest.
Where it's
things
like,
ever.
do you think like a kid, like a stoned 16-year-old gives a fuck about the family dog?
Oh, they laughed so hard.
Dude,
They watched
yeah.
that commercial and they're like, dog, talk to me. Come on, say something, please.
Yeah, they were doing bits with their friends. They were moving. They were grabbing him, moving his mouth, getting. Every 16-year-old stoner I've ever met got their dog high.
Oh man, they always blew in their ear.
It's so
Isn't that a
fucking
weird
bad.
thing?
Yes.
They were like, it's weird
Leave
enough to
them.
don't get your pet high ever.
Yeah.
But it is super weird that they all are like, yeah, I'm gonna get them high by blowing in their ear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
blow
do
smoke in
remember
their
that
ear,
being-
and I
yeah.
think that's the goofiest thing.
I have a
ever.
very vivid memory of that. It's
Here's
just
the deal.
upsetting.
We got a couple more questions. We are running out of time. We'll
Okay.
be fine though. We got a couple more questions. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get it right into best party, worst party. We'll do a couple more things, and we'll get the heck out of here. You ready for that?
Yes.
All right. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
What's up, everybody? Brandon Clements again. One thing we really like here at the Dead Diet Podcast Network and at Party Stories are ratings. Ratings, are they help us out. They let us know if we suck. They let us know if we don't suck. You can put a friendly comment on there. You can put a rude comment. Whatever you want to do. Either way, it's all activity, and it all is a conversation between us and between y'all. So let's get that going. And of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. All these things help. And if you want more podcasts, more shows, more content, that's what you got to do. You know, this is a two-way street. And I'm tired of doing it all. I'm just kidding. You guys are doing fantastic. Let's keep it going, guys. Back to party stories.
And we're back. Partiers, party storyers, listeners. I'm going to come up with a good nickname.
How about this one? Partisans.
Maybe.
Or how about run for office and they can be the party?
That's Andrew WK thing that already exists.
Are you fucking serious?
He did the party. I was just saying. He didn't really run for office. It was a gimmick. But it was good. The party. Vote for the party.
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, guys. Here's the deal. We always ask 2 questions. It's up to you right now which one you want first. We're going to do best party or worst party.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you right now. Who did you think I was asking?
The audience.
Not
doing
you
well.
guys call in right now.
So let's go worst. Worst was a house party again in the Woodlands. Shane Morales' house. And the cops got called.
Who's Shane Morales? He sounds like an awful person.
You know,
who's Shane?
I can't remember if he was good or not. I think he was all right. But the cops got called, and I had to throw a whole bunch of cough syrup on the roof of this house and run away.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
That's it, dude. Yeah.
That's the worst party you've ever been to.
Oh no! How about wait. The first party I ever smoked weed at. It was like my first time smoking weed, and they gave me a pipe, and I had smoked a cigar before, right? So I know like when you smoke a cigar, you kind of have to like stoke it, I guess, whatever that's called, where you like kind of suck on it a little bit and blow it out a little bit.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you have to blow job it, sure. So I did that with a weed pipe. And I blew all the weed out of the pipe.
And then everyone was like, whoa, party fail.
Yeah, dude. It was not good. It was very embarrassing.
That is awful.
Yeah. But, dude, most parties are good, dude. I mean,
worst parties I've ever heard.
No,
These
well,
stories are very much things that happen to everybody a million times. Oh,
yeah.
The party. I went to a party.
I have
got
good
busted by the
luck.
cops and I
What
had
do you
to
want
leave.
from me? No, but I had to throw a whole bunch of
I accidentally
cough syrup on the roof.
exhaled when I was trying to smoke weed, and it fell out. And then everyone laughed at me, and I had to pick it up and put it back in.
Why don't you tell your fucking story, wise guy?
Oh, I've already said it a bunch.
Yeah,
I've been to many.
No,
I will say this is I've had a billion parties worse than that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's been fights and stuff, but
fights. Got my tooth chipped once. My couch got thrown in a bonfire. What else I got?
Dude.
Got put in handcuffs once. They let me go.
I got to be honest with you. If that's what you're looking for from me, you're not going to find it.
Something.
Nobody. It'll be a
I heard the
cold
Woodlands
day
was bad.
in hell if somebody throws my fucking couch into a bonfire.
Try trying to explain that to your mom when she comes home. And then she's like, "Where's the couch?"
Sorry, Mom. I'm a crash dummy.
I just sat. I figured out how to pretend to sit, and I just acted like the couch was there, and she was seeing things.
Are you serious?
True.
Oh
No,
my God!
Wouldn't that be the
Oh
best? I'm
my
like, Mom, what are
God.
you talking about?
That'd be a great bit. Oh my God!
I was like, we had a couch? What are you talking about?
We had a couch.
Mom, there's never been a couch here.
So define couch.
You don't think this couch was a ghost?
Oh,
Ghost
God.
couch.
Dude, no, like I don't, I mean, I have plenty of stories of getting in trouble.
Let's get you in trouble.
Let's get me in trouble. All right, how
Let's
about
hear
the
'em.
time where I had to take a DUI test at 11 a.m.
Ooh.
on like a Sunday morning?
I will say this, if I was a cop, I pulled you over whenever this was.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was an asshole state that you were in at that point.
Yeah.
I don't care what time. 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Definitely.
Oh, I'm getting searched.
You're getting in trouble.
Every
I
single
don't
time
trust you.
I get pulled over, I get searched.
Of course.
For sure. Which I understand. I get
Because
that.
you're banging music real loud.
All right. You don't know that. It's true, but you didn't. There's no way you could
totally
have known.
knew that. I had to have known that.
Yeah. I like my music. But so it was on 45. I was on I-45 going south to get weed. I was going to get weed.
Not buy it. Just get it.
Just
He
to
doesn't
look
buy
at it.
Not to sell it.
Yeah, and by this I mean pick weeds. I was going to pick weeds from somebody's front yard, folks. All right, anyway, so I was on the way to go do
I
that.
feel like I just didn't respond to
Yeah,
that.
thanks, buddy.
I
really
just looked
appreciate
at you
it.
like, where's...
I
what
appreciate
is
the
he-
honesty.
What's he going to do with this?
No, so so it was a really dark time in my life, and I was really, really in bad shape, and I made myself a margarita at like 10:30 in the morning.
I feel like margaritas.
Yeah,
at
it was.
10 in the morning.
It's like Jimmy Buffett if my Jimmy Buffett was young Jeezy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that's the life I was living, and I got pulled over.
Do you like alcohol before you go to church?
Before you buy drugs. And I got pulled over, and the cop, he's like, have you been drinking? I was like, no, I was drinking a little bit last night. I had a margarita in the cup holder, and I fucking slurped it down, so I reeked of booze.
Yeah.
And
Also,
so,
not something I would I would assume that you were drinking margaritas, but
No,
I
but
wouldn't
you
think
could
you
smell.
wouldn't. Yeah.
like, it was very obvious. So he pulled me out and did the DUI test, and I passed.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to search your car, right, or whatever. So he handcuffed me, put me in his cruiser, and then he found some weed that I did have in the car.
And you're like, damn, I didn't have to buy any after all.
Well, yeah, it wasn't that crucial. I could have probably gone another couple days, but he found it, and he's like, I'm really sorry, man. I'm gonna have to take you in. And then he's like, I'm gonna keep searching your car. If there's anything else, let me know. You should let me know right now, before it gets worse.
Which
I was
is
like,
a
no,
trick.
that's it. I was like, dude, that's it, man. Like, you got me. I forgot I had that, to be honest with you. Go ahead and search. And then my car was in such bad shape that, like, just as far as just, like, trash and fucking clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
He came back to the car, and he was this black dude, black state trooper, and he goes, hey, man,
The old
are
punk rock
you
band, Black State Trooper?
all right. No, I wasn't going anywhere with this timing or anything. That's good. No, he goes, he's like, hey, man, are you living out of your car? And I was just like, yes. I was like, yes, dude. I was like, yeah, I just broke up with my girl. I don't really know where to go, man. I'm in pretty bad shape right now. And he's like, look. He's like, look, I'm gonna write you a ticket and just promise me you'll go to church. I was like, I think I faked tears too. I think I cried.
Oh, they weren't fake.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You
It was
look
like
a crier.
oh, I am a crier. I am for sure a
for
crier.
sure.
Yeah,
It's okay. I cry.
Oh, dude, I love to cry.
Well, maybe we could cry together one time.
Yeah, after this.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Couple more McDowells.
Yeah, a couple more McDowells. We'll throw on some Coco on Netflix. Fucking hell, let's
I
get
didn't
it.
like Coco.
Oh, you didn't cry? Did you cry?
Nah.
Pussy? Did you fucking cry?
Coco wasn't that sad. I cry during other shit though. I probably shouldn't.
I cry during majority of my crying is what I do during sports documentaries.
Dude, I imagine if I watch that Andre the Giant 30.
Oh, it's very good.
I'll cry during
Very
that.
good,
I'd
very
probably
good.
cry during the Jake the Snake one. I'd probably
Ugh,
cry.
God.
I would cry.
So no real sports.
I cry during The Office.
Ah, fuck off.
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
I met a girl recently. I'm not dating her or anything like that, but I met a girl recently, and we're hitting it off on the Tinder app. I'm single now. I'm
The Tinder
the Tinder app. One of the Tinders.
Sure, yeah, I'm familiar.
You
Heard of
know,
it.
and we're hitting it off, and she told me, I was like, what's your top 5 TV shows? Let's see how compatible we can get. She says all this bullshit, iZombie and stuff, and I was like, I don't know what this is.
Is that a kid show?
I have no fucking idea what this is.
Ew.
And I was like, I don't know if I like this. And I go, here's my list. Boom. Office. Number 1 or 2, probably.
Goofy. Very goofy
I love
pick.
The Office. No.
Bad
no,
choice.
No, not
Goofy
at all.
and bad
I'm a big
pick.
well, I like The Office. I like Walking Dead. I like a bunch of stuff. I don't
You know
even
what?
remember
You and
my
I
thoughts.
aren't compatible. That's what I just learned.
That's good.
Now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to be compatible. But when I had The Office in my list, she said, I, all caps, hate The Office.
Was she talking about the British one?
Oh, I hope so.
That's the one I like.
Ugh. You're exhausting.
What are you talking
No,
about?
it's good. I get it. It's good. But everyone's
It's the
like...
greatest character ever.
No, here's the thing. the thing about people saying that is the equivalent of like, I don't like their new stuff when a fucking band comes out with something.
Okay,
Or
but
like,
if it's true,
I like their old stuff, and you literally just hate the new one because it's new, and that's a real thing that people do, and I hate it.
well, that's not
It's
what
something
I'm
that
doing.
I did when I was a kid.
That's not what
that.
I'm doing.
I totally hated on bands because they were popular.
Well, that's for people who like bands.
oh
I've only listened to 3 bands, so I'm
3 bands.
yeah. It was Bush. I listened to Bush, No Doubt, and the Smashing Pumpkins.
And you recently told me you like My Chemical Romance.
Oh, I did listen to
You
them.
did.
Yeah.
And why? Because
I'm a scene
Post
boy.
Malone. Because Post
Yeah.
Malone likes them.
What was that fucking
So
song?
you-
Oh, dude.
The Black Parade.
The broken and something of the soup. Yeah. That shit ruled. No, but dude,
That's
like,
funny. My last guest was in My Chemical Romance on this.
are you
podcast.
fucking
Yeah.
serious?
He wrote the theme song.
You see how fast I become
He
a
wrote-
fanboy?
he
I've heard
wrote-
one song.
He wrote the theme song for this podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who performed that song?
It's a guy named James DeWeese. Yeah, good friend. Good
liked it.
guest.
I liked it. Shout out James DeWeese.
Yeah. Reggie in the Full Effect. You don't get that, but whatever. Let's
Is it
keep mo-
unless it's Reggie
That's one
Miller.
of his bands.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's not a Reggie. All right. So your worst parties do sound pretty boring. I agree with that. I know you didn't say that, but I
Look, I have good luck, dude. I don't.
get
I
it.
don't sit around
Congrats.
having my
you
fucking
cry-
couch thrown
you
into.
learn, You learn how to cry yourself out of a ticket. I get it.
It was dude.
That's
it was
impressive.
it was pretty heavy.
Oh man, I'd like to get pulled over with you because I would like to look at you and then you'd be like, "Don't worry, I got this." And then I feel like you unbutton your shirt a little bit and you like look in the mirror. You're like, "All right, I'm ready." And then you
I
just
gussy
cry.
myself up, you fucking asshole.
You're like blowing kisses at you, like trying to pucker your lips up. All right, I got this.
Oh, what a douche!
I
How
know,
dare you?
I know. I love you, buddy.
I love you back.
Let's talk about your best party, the best time you've ever had. Any party, any incident, could just be anything.
Well, one time we started smoking blunts in the strip club and they let us.
That's
That was
it.
pretty cool.
That's the story. The whole thing. Is there more to it?
No, I'm not a good storyteller. Here's the thing, dude. I
man.
just cut to the chase, all right? I don't have
Yeah.
time to sit
I
around
guess
and
I
bullshit.
should prep you next time.
Yeah, for sure.
I assumed you knew because you listened. No one's listened.
no one's listened
No
yet.
one's listened yet. They'll listen.
They will, yeah.
If
But
you
not because
talk,
it's out. And
they
people-
will
yeah.
listen.
Yes.
That's what I think, anyways. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I
that-
think this was a good episode either way, though.
I think it's pretty good, but I feel like I'm gonna pull a better story out of you for your best story. You gotta have a good story. Think about it, buddy. Just
All
give
right.
it a second. You got a good story. Something happened. You were with your friends. It was crazy. You didn't think you were gonna get out good. It was going horrible, and then all of a sudden, you and your friends were together at the end of the night, and you're like, "Guys, that night
Oh,
was
fuck.
wild."
Whoa.
Boom,
whoa,
I just
whoa,
talked
whoa.
you into it.
One time
I
we
got
got
it.
shot at Shadowbin Park.
What?
Shout
Why
out
are we
to Shadowbin
talking
Park.
about
Dude,
this?
I'm telling, I didn't have any prep. I'm sorry, I went way off the Richters
Ooh,
there.
yeah, off the Richters.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, okay.
You
So
cause an earthquake.
is that a fat joke?
The Richter scales.
You have to be honest. Okay.
No, Richter scales. I'm a
just
big
fucking,
guy.
I'm fucking with you.
You know.
So, all right. So we were at
Want some of this water to mix with that?
yeah, please. We were at Market Street
pour
in
some
the
of those?
Woodlands, and there was a fight between
Market Street is their main street, and it's like
yeah, it's like
super
super.
super nice. The big joke is that in the Woodlands they pump their own oxygen into the Woodlands.
Is that a joke?
It was for a long time.
It's a bad joke.
It wasn't great, but Market Street had their own oxygen. That's
So-
what people would say.
My homeboy Jello,
Jolo,
Jello,
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 Jolo.
like
Like
Bill
YOLO
Cosby,
with a
rest in
J.
peace. Yeah,
Oh, Jello.
Jello.
G-E,
yeah.
not Y-O.
No,
L-O.
Jello, like as in
Yeah.
Jello. Yeah.
Joe
He got in- he
only
got into a
Joe
fight.
only lives once. Joe.
Is this what you want to do? Is this the kind of person
all right,
you want to
let's
be?
go.
This
All
is
right,
the decision
all right.
you make?
Yeah, I like
So we got there was a fight. You know, in years past,
On
I have
Market
said,
Street.
yeah, at that park in Market Street, I have said that I
it.
was
With the
involved.
kids, with little kids in it.
Yeah, well, it was at night.
Okay.
It was at night, and that used to be like for the first before there was a curfew at Market Street.
Mhm.
Like when it first opened, that's where everybody would go to meet up, and then like everybody would make plans from there.
Goofy.
right.
You
Yeah, it
couldn't-
was
you
super
didn't
goofy.
text.
No, it was cool to just go and see who you could see there.
Gotcha.
Just get fly and just see, what,
go to
what would
movie
happen.
tavern.
Movie tavern.
I don't know. Wasn't there one there?
No, that's sort of. It's off of Ritchie. But anyway, there was a fight, and in the past I have said I was involved in that fight, which I wasn't. I used to lie about that.
Nice.
Like, yeah, man, I was in there too. I wasn't. But they got into a fight with some dudes, and then obviously we couldn't really fight there, so they're like, all right, meet us at Shadow Bend Park, which is really funny if you know the Woodlands, because it's like it's like a nice area too.
I'm
like,
also
so,
assuming a lot of people who listen to this podcast are not going to be from the Woodlands.
yeah, for sure. But for the one person that does, they're gonna be like,
That'd be
great.
great.
Yeah. So we
I'll
pulled up
tag
to
you in it
Shadow
and they'll be
Bend,
like, I know that guy from high school. Let's listen to this shit.
bro. So we pulled
He
up
used to match his shoes.
yeah, the shoe guy. So we pulled up to Shadow Bend, and we're there like super early, right? Like they took forever, and that should have been a warning sign, for sure, because like they were coming from the same place we were.
Yeah.
Like, why did they have
went
to go
get
somewhere
guns.
else? Yes, we didn't know that. But no, we did. We had a feeling they were coming back with something. Somebody said something about there being a taser potentially. So we're like, all right, bet. So we went down to the tennis courts and took the rods out of the tennis courts, and like we were gonna use those.
The poles.
Yeah, the poles, like out of the tennis courts. And then they pulled up, and this dude had a gun, and we immediately just ran off.
Yeah, of course.
And then somebody said, "Shoot that N-word," and we hear "Bah bah bah bah." I don't think they shot at us. Nobody was trying to catch a murder charge that night. I don't think. I think they shot in the air.
Yeah.
So we ran and we went and we hid in some bushes, and they were looking for us. Like these fools were looking for us with guns. It was probably one of the most scared I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
And we were in these bushes, and like we looked behind us, and we're like, "There's a fence right there. Like if we jump this fence and then jump another fence, we could be out onto a main road."
Is that your idea?
We could have no, I forget who. No, it was somebody else's idea. But we could have somebody else pick us up or whatever, right?
For sure.
So, so my phone went off, and I remember my ringtone was some T.I. fucking. It was T.I. and whatever
Rubber
his click
band,
name.
man. Wild as a
No,
town.
it was like it was T.I. and Big Country Kang. Like it was it was
It was stupid.
And it went off. Somebody called me while we were hiding.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you see them? Were they close
Yeah,
enough to hear it? Okay.
yeah. They were close, dude. Like we were shook. Like I am not a gangster at all. I was very scared. And then so that happened, and we just like fuck, and like we're just all ducking down still. And then all of a sudden we see flashlights, and we're like, "Oh, that's cops. That's cops. We need to get out now."
Yeah.
So we hopped the fence, hopped another fence, had my homeboy Justin pick me up, right? And then, because our car was at Shadow Bend Park. My Crown Vic was at Shadow Bend Park. So we were like, all right, well, just pick us up and like drop us back off, and we'll just say that we were at a movie and we met here, and we left my car. So we pulled up, and there was mad cops. It was a lot of cops in that parking lot.
Shots in the Woodlands.
But none of them were in the car.
What do you mean?
They were all in the park.
Looking
they weren't
for people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I'm walking up to my car, and I'm like waving at windows because it's dark and they're tinted windows. So I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't know if they're in there or not. But I'm just like waving, like, "Am I okay to go? Can I just go?" I didn't see anything, so I just calmly just got in my car,
Just drove away.
dipped out. Yeah, went to
Nothing.
school on Monday.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Thank you for reminding me.
Look at that. I did a little pep talk.
You did, and it worked. Dude, for the first 30 seconds of that pep talk, I was like, this is fucking stupid. I'm really upset at this pep talk. But it worked.
I think
It
so.
worked.
You
I feel like,
gotta-
if I would, I'm sorry I didn't prep. I didn't know,
that's all right.
I have a lot more. I'd like to come back if you have me. I have some more stories.
All right. Well, let's just do another hour right now. Ready? Go.
No, you
I'm
gotta
not
give
ready
me
to go.
another
I got
pep talk.
things to do. I'm not ready. I can't pep talk an hour out of you, buddy. If I could, we'd all be famous comedians already.
That's true.
If you could just pep an hour out.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be great? If you're like, I don't know if I can do this hour right now, and then someone's like, you can do this hour.
You just
You
Ray
have it
Lewis.
in you. Like there's like a coach in the back.
Yeah.
You get a coach.
Let's go, man.
And then you get out there. and
Come
it's
on,
not
dog.
going so well. They take a timeout. You go out. Someone pep talks you. Come back and you destroy for the
Yeah.
last half hour.
Yeah.
Come back. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal, to change comedy where you get a coach. That's my comedy coach. They would get paid well.
Who would be your comedy coach?
Oh, I don't know. 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 I think I would want. I don't think I'd want a comedian.
Ray Lewis,
I think I would want
Brian Dawkins.
I think I would want. What was the guy's name from like the 94, 95 Buffalo Bills? White hair. You know who I'm talking
Don
about?
Beebe?
Yeah, it was Don Beebe.
Shut the fuck
Why
up.
not?
No.
No, come
The
on.
receiver?
No, hold on. No, the guy.
Jim
the
Kelly?
coach. The coach.
Oh, no,
The
no.
wha- the
Marv.
the white-
Marv. No, it's something Marv something.
White hair
Yeah.
guy. I can see him.
The coach of the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, man. Here's the deal. They went 4 years in a row to the Super
What
Bowl.
happened when they went there? Did they win any? Or
No.
Oh, I'm sorry to bring that up.
But he got to say, like, hey.
Marv Levy.
Yeah, I think that is right. I think that's right. Should
Yeah.
we Google that real quick to make sure?
Yeah, shout out to Marv Levy.
Yeah, let's check it out.
I'll tell you, dude, I just went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
You Googling it? Who's Googling it?
You're Googling
I
it.
thought you were Googling it.
All right.
All right.
I was going to tell a nice anecdote about the Pro Football Hall of Fame I just went to. I took a selfie in front of OJ's statue, and people were very disappointed.
That's funny.
It was funny. People did
I
not.
just saw this is weird that you brought that statue up because one, we're just talking about the Buffalo Bills, which is probably why you brought it up. But
Marv Levy
Marv Levy, boom, that's him.
kid.
That's my coach.
from downtown. What
I'm
a
a
bad
fan.
choice.
Wow, pretty good. I was going for like a deep cut. I was
Yeah,
just trying
but
to make
he's-
people think I know more about football than I do.
Okay, he's 92 years old.
Whoa, is he dead?
No. So technically not
Still
a bad
in.
thing. Yeah.
Well, actually pretty
Still
good
in.
because
Still in.
this will happen is he'll die right before my big show.
Oh,
and
and
then
you'll
I'll do it
carry
for
on
him.
his honor.
I'll do it for him.
You're a piece of shit. I don't like this at all. This sucks. You
That's
suck.
fun. That's how you do it.
No, you
Have you ever
pick
seen
fucking
Rocky?
Yeah, but a 92-year-old Marv Levy
Yes.
who doesn't have one fucking soundbite of memory.
He's great. I'm sure.
I'm sure he was a great coach.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not if you're into winning Super Bowls, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were into
a
losing.
lot of guys like to win Super Bowls.
Best in losing lots of Super Bowls. That's the
That's a good
acronym
team,
for the
yeah.
Bills. Best in losing lots of Super Bowls. It was a good team back then.
Oh, that is an acronym.
Yeah.
Very nice. I tell you about it was so I went to the Hall of Fame, right? And
Yeah.
it's super like reverent, and everybody's really quiet when they go there. Everybody's really respectful. There's like this whole air around it where it's like this is a place that's kind of important, you know? So everybody's just going through the museum really quietly, taking it all in, and then all of a sudden I hear this loud commotion coming up the hallway.
Uh-oh. Who is it?
Eagles fans. Fucking Philly fans, and I swear to God, they were day
Ugh,
drunk.
They're
And they were just like, "Where the Eagles at? Where'd all the Eagles at?
all of them are just. I like how they.
We're
I like
looking
to
for
think
the Eagles."
They think that the Super Bowl team that's current is just going to be at
It's
the
just gonna
Hall
be
of
at the
Fame.
Hall of Fame.
No, that's what they have to do.
Dude, it was
now.
so fun.
We're going to meet them.
Also, I saw a Christian couple praying on the Tim Tebow jersey.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's funny you brought the OJ statue up because the OJ statue, I watched a Pawn Stars video about it today.
Didn't Flavor
Today.
Flav own that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised it's in the. I guess the Hall of Fame must have
well,
bought it
no,
off Flavor
it's-
Flav.
I said
or
statue.
is this the replica
it's called the
statue?
bust. No, it's called the bust. So everybody gets in the Hall of Fame gets it's like
Gotcha.
a
Yeah.
just their head.
Gotcha.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but the statue
The statue that was in OJ's backyard.
was given to Flavor Flav by a radio personality,
That's
and then he
fucking
tried
crazy.
to sell it for $125,000.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what they sold it. Tried to sell it for. Pawn Star.
It's probably worth more
Chum
than
Lee
that
would
in
only offer
parts.
him 80,000.
You watch porn or Pawn Stars?
Porn stars. No. It was a. I was going through my feed and it
Oh,
for
okay,
whatever
yeah.
reason popped up. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is interesting. And I was like, why does OJ Simpson? Why does Flavor Flav have this? And he's being crazy. And then it was a 5-minute clip. It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth watching
Knowing
it.
OJ, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. This is it.
This is it?
Podcast is over.
All right.
Done.
Everybody go home.
No, before I let you go,
Okay.
do you want to plug anything? Because you got some stuff. This will probably come out in a few weeks, so nothing right soon.
Okay.
But plug yourself. Give us your Twitter. Give us your email. Give us not your email. You know what I mean. Twitter,
yeah.
Insta,
So
Facebook,
everywhere.
podcasts, other stuff that you do. Let's hear it.
all right. You're good at this pep talk stuff. Everywhere, it's Zach So Raven, Z-A-C-H, So Raven.
Where'd you come up with that?
I crowdsourced it. No, so
Zach So Raven.
Zach So Raven. It'd be interesting
How do you spell
to
Zach?
see Z-A-C-H.
All
I
right.
just said it already.
Well, some people say Z-A-C-K.
Well, those people are retarded.
Yeah.
Can you cut that out, please? I don't mean to say that.
We'll see.
Okay. Fuck, I lost my train. Yeah, the podcast is over. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
done.
Zach So Raven, Instagram,
Zach So Raven.
Twitter.
Oh, it'd be interesting to see who got this far. If you got this far in the podcast,
Tweet at him.
yeah, tweet me or DM me on Instagram. Say something nice.
Slide into his DMs, y'all.
Slide into those
Guys,
DMs.
you can, Zach, thanks for coming.
Thanks,
I had a
buddy.
good time.
Yep.
This has been fun. Thanks to McDowell's, all our other sponsors. You guys can always find me at No Youngblood on Twitter. You can at YB Books on Instagram, and of course just Andrew Youngblood on Facebook. Pretty simple to find me, guys. We do this every single week. I'll see you next week.
Mwah.
Party story.